Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in BigBigMotorNation.com, your home for everything Monday. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we got Week 17 NFL reactions. So I want to make sure you guys do like, subscribe right here to my YouTube channel. We're on our way to 80 subscribers. And make sure you guys go join the Discord as well, where you can find that on the community. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's hop right into it. Once again, we have a whole straight of games, so we're gonna try to go pretty quick here um, with these games. So starting off, we had Thursday night football. We had the Jets at the Browns. This game was pretty good. It was pretty entertaining for the most part. I thought both teams. I don't think both teams performed bad. I'm giving the Browns an A tier for this week. And I'm giving the Jets. I'll give the Jets a B tier. I honestly thought the Jets played pretty nice. I know it's like Sherman. He didn't do that bad. 32 45 touchdown to pick. Brees Hall 13 for 84 kind of struggled, but the receiving game looked like everybody was involved. They did fumble the football once. Give credit to the Cleveland defense, and their defense was okay. But overall, I thought this was a pretty. It's not a bad performance out of the Jets. Like you're out here, you're in Cleveland. This is a tough task for you. You guys scored 20 points, only lost by 17 points. So, not a bad performance here from the Jets. I'll give them a B tier on this one. We will look at the Browns real quick. Joe Flacco got his revenge on the Jets. 19 for 29, 3 touchdowns to pick. He looked pretty good in this one. Rushing game was pretty bad for the Browns, but David Njoku 6 for 134 yards. Very impressive what I saw out of him these last couple weeks. But also give credit to the Jets defense. Both defenses had a huge impact in this one. Now I feel like Cleveland's defense outworked the Jets defense in this part, but Cleveland did turn over the ball more times than the Jets in this one. But I thought the Browns also played well. Protecting home field, clinching a playoff spot in this one. So yeah, so give credit to the Browns. Give credit to the Browns. They played well, and both teams thought they played well, and yeah. So that was definitely an entertaining Thursday night game. Props to you guys. Next up, we got the Lions at the Cowboys, and I think both teams played this one very sloppy. Like I didn't really get what both teams were doing here, but I'm gonna give both teams at least a C. I mean, it wasn't the best performance you could ask from both teams, but um, it wasn't the best performance. Oh, as you can see out of there, yeah, it definitely wasn't the best performance out of the team itself. Jared Goff kind of struggling this one, 19 for 34, 271, 2 touchdowns to pick. But it's just for the Lions. Lions, we could definitely say they won this game. The Lions should have won this game in the first place, but they kind of fucked themselves up. And they ended up paying the price for it. But anyway, they did get robbed. Like I can't defend. They got robbed, but they also got fucked up at the same time. Well, they also fucked it. Marcin Brown 6 for 90 yards. Sam had a good game at the end. He did before not good into the end. 7 for 84. Defense had a big impact in the game. I thought the Lions did a really good job on Dallas defensively, only holding them to 20 points at home. So give credit to the Lions. I mean, their offense was not clicking, but the defense was clicking. So you have to give half and half the credit for that. Am I looking at the Cowboys? Unfortunately, that they won. I was really rooting for the Lions this one. When they had the 2-point conversion, I thought the game was over. I thought the Lions were going to win, but they called it back for the reason. And unfortunately, the Cowboys won this one. Dak 26 for 38, 2 touchdowns to the pick. Down rushing, the Lions did a pretty good job rushing, but they couldn't guard CeeDee Lamb. 13 for 227 yards in the pick. Just absolutely insane stuff that we're seeing from CeeDee Lamb. Now get credit to Lions defense. Like I said, they forced 2 fumbles on them. So yeah, good credit to them. And then yeah, I feel like the Lions defense definitely outworked the Dallas defense. So I gotta give them credit at that. But at the end of the day, Dallas just got the job done, unfortunately. So not the best performance out of both teams, but it was definitely at least a fun one, being a one game. So not the best performance, but it was at least good enough for both of them to get a seed. All right, next up we got the Rams at the Giants, and this game scared the hell out of me until that missed field goal. But honestly, I'm giving both teams an A. I like how both teams performed in this one. But here's the thing: I know the Rams won this game, but this is another one of those games that, if I'm being honest, I give more to the team that lost than the team that won. because Matthew Stafford struggled 24-34, good completion percentage, but he had 317 yards, which was good, but he had a touchdown and 2 interceptions. Connor Williams was pretty good in this one, 20 for 80, only for 87 yards, but he had 3 touchdowns. Puka led the way for receiving, like he was kind of what he's supposed to at this point. I mean, Puka, and then the Rams defense. I mean, my goodness, 6 sacks, 1 forced fumble. I mean, one forced fumble. Got an interception. Like the Rams defense has been really good these last couple weeks. I told you the Rams defense is the reason why we're winning games. Meanwhile, look at the Giants real quick. Once again, I think you guys get an A as well. I thought you guys played the Rams really good. I thought you guys were going to get smacked here, but you guys didn't. You guys played well. Not Charlie Taylor. I mean, he did all right. 27-41, touchdown to pick. He did pretty good in the receiving end. He kind of scared me a little bit. He got 4 for 106. He forced a fumble, and then the Giants defense also played a huge factor in this one. So I thought both of these two teams played the same game. Both defenses were intact. Both offenses were kind of sloppy to start, but caught on fire to end this one. So, it's definitely a good performance. Definitely a good game there. If you definitely missed that game, you should be ashamed because that was a really good game. All right, next up, Patriots and Bills. I don't know, man. The Bills didn't perform their best here. I mean, their defense was good, but their offense was kind of shaky. But I think it's good enough for a B though for the Bills. I think it's good. Patriots, I'm gonna give them a B as well because the Patriots, because when you go into Buffalo and only lose 6 points, that's actually not that bad for the Patriots. Bailey Zappi, he did terrible. 16 for 26, 209, but he did have 3 touchdowns. Three interceptions, no touchdowns. Like I said, get good credit to the Bills defense. The Bills defense really had a big impact on the running game. New England couldn't get anything going there. Offensively, not a bad performance from there. And then their defense literally did nothing. Actually, I'm gonna drop the Patriots. I'm dropping the C. I'm gonna drop them to C. It definitely wasn't the best performance out of the Patriots because it was just look at the stat sheet. They didn't really do too much, but overall they only lost by 6 points, which is not bad. Anyway, Josh Allen 15 for 30 in the pick. Definitely not a good performance out of him. He definitely needs to step up if the Bills want to win next week at Miami. Even though Dalton Kincaid have 4 for 87. Like the Bills offense did look a little sus in this game. I didn't really like. They threw 27 points. Josh Allen had 2 rushing touchdowns, but besides that, they fumbled the ball a lot. Patriots defense did pretty good in that part. And their defense wasn't bad. Like I don't have to worry about the Bills defense, but what you got to worry about is the offense. Can the offense continue to progress? But at the end of the day, this was a Buffalo game that they needed to win, and they got the job done. So at least they did that. All right, next up, Falcons and Bears. I mean, this will be a pretty quick one because this one was just an ass whooping. The Falcons. That was bad. That was really bad. Listen. I was not expecting you guys to get your asses kicked the way that you did. Bears. I'm getting the Bears in this tier, man. Listen, they scored 37 points. Justin Fields looks good. DJ Moore was literally unguardable. Defense had a huge impact. Like the Bears just kicked the shit out of them. Meanwhile, look at the Falcons. They just struggle all around. Taylor Heinicke struggled. Desmond Ridder struggled. 4 interceptions combined with the 2. Give credit to the Bears defense. Running game was shut down. Receiving game was kind of shut down. So there's just really nothing to look at the Falcons. But they did do something nice things offensively. Had 3 sacks. But besides that, there's just really nothing to look here from the Falcons. So this was just an absolute dominating performance out of the Chicago Bears. All right, next we got the Raiders and the Colts, and this was another close game. This was another iffy. I'm giving both teams a B on this one. I thought both teams played at least exceptionally well football. I mean, this game was kind of entertaining, but at the end of the day, the Colts got the job done. I picked the Raiders in this one. This is one of the few picks I got wrong this week. I actually did really good this week, so I'll let you guys know tomorrow what I did. But anyway, Devontae Adams had 2 touchdowns. Aiden O'Connell, he was able to move the ball a little bit. Rushing game was pretty lousy for the Raiders, but their defense, their defense kind of kept them in this one. Give credit to the Raiders defense. They kept them in this one. So it's just unfortunate that the Raiders lost. I do think they are eliminated from playoff contention with this loss, which is kind of unfortunate. Anyway, the Colts played kind of similar. Kind of similar, not nuts too different. You could ask from the Colts. Both teams kind of played the same game, so This is definitely, that's probably only a 3-point affair, but good credit to this game. This game is pretty well done. Good job. Good job to both teams to get a solid beat for me. Next up, we have the Cardinals somehow beating the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles performed bad. I thought the Eagles still performed I'm pretty sure. I think the Eagles still had a good performance, so I'm gonna put them in A. Cardinals are giving them an F because if you just go to Philadelphia and throw up 35 points on them, yeah, you're automatically getting an S. And if you win the game, you're getting an S. I don't care what you say. Kyler Murray was excellent in this game. James Conner was really good in this game. Receiving, I thought the Cardinals were able to move the ball effectively. They didn't turn over the ball a lot, and their defense did not do as much as anything at all. But it just doesn't matter. Like if we go into Philadelphia and somehow beat the Eagles, you're automatically getting an S tier. I was definitely not expecting this to happen. I told you the Cardinals were going to throw up some points because Philadelphia's defense was not the best. So anyway, looking at the Eagles real quick, this is another embarrassing loss for the Eagles. They probably just kicked themselves out of the 2 seed. But anyway, Jalen Hurts, I mean, he did have a good game. Running game is pretty lousy for the Eagles. Receiving, not too good for Philadelphia. AJ Brown led the way before with just 53 yards. Now their defense, I will say the Eagles defense did outwork Arizona's defense, but like I said, both of these two defenses have been rough this year, so I can't really say too much about the defenses in this game. So I guess you would kind of expect both teams to throw up a lot of points because both defenses are not that good. But yeah, give credit to Arizona. They came in here and they absolutely made a statement. So give credit to the Cardinals. Do as doing. Eagles, you could be in a big trouble right now. All right, next we got the Saints at the Bucks, and this was pretty a disappointing performance out the Bucks. You would think I'm gonna give them a D tier. I thought you were gonna see a lot more offensive explosion. Meanwhile, for Saints, I'm gonna give them a B. I don't think this was an A tier performance because they only threw up 23 points and only won by 10 points. But I got respect them. They did find a way to win, and they're still very much alive to win that division. Anyway, Derek Carr did what he had to do. Just basically about this season, man. Defense was good, had a good game. Offense was moving. Like this was a game that the Saints just went in there and just got the job done. Did not hesitate once. Just went into Tampa Bay and just got the job done. So you have to respect the Saints there. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, Baker Mayfield, he didn't perform bad, but he did have 2 picks. I'm just gonna give credit to the Saints defense, man. I mean, the rushing was pretty impact. They held a couple of Tampa Bay star receivers. Mike Evans 3 for only 70, Chris Godwin 3 for only 81. So, good credit to the Saints. Good credit to them. They out here they perform well. Pretty disappointing performance by the Bucks, yeah, I will say for sure. Next up, 49ers and Commanders. I mean, come on. Do we have to go through this? I mean, yeah. I mean, what is there? What is well, I mean, what is there to see? No, we're skipping that. Next up, Panthers and Jaguars. Okay, we can also skip this. Jacksonville, definitely had their best performance in like 5 weeks. But that is something that the Jaguars did need. They needed a dominating performance out of this because they can't afford to lose another game. The way how Houston and Indianapolis are right up on their ass, they couldn't afford to lose that one. Next up, Dolphins and Ravens. Yeah, I think we're going to skip this one as well. I mean, this was a pretty embarrassing performance out of the Miami Dolphins. It just was. I mean, when you get smacked 19-15, there's nothing really to highlight besides Lamar Jackson. I mean, this is all you need to see right here. Lamar Jackson absolutely kicked the Dolphins' ass. 321, 5 touchdowns. I mean, this was just. By the way, the Ravens had 2 quarters with 21 points. Dolphins, that was pathetic. Next up, we got the Texans and the Titans, another one that we're going to skip. I mean, there was just so many ass whoopings this week. There were so many ass whoopings. I mean, that was just awful. I mean, C.J. Stroud came back 215 to touch. I mean, this is all you really need to see right here from this game. But anyway, that was bad. Next up, we have the Steelers at the Seahawks, and thank you, Steelers. Thank you. I'm giving the Steelers an A tier. They threw 30 points. They did impressive. I thought the Seahawks didn't perform that bad either, so I'll give them a B for this one. Mason Rudolph, he didn't throw a touchdown to pick, but he got the job done, throwing the ball pretty consistently. Najee Harris 27, 122, not bad for him. George Pickens, 77 receptions for 131 yards. He was pretty effective. Pittsburgh's defense, even though the stats might not show it much, I thought it was very effective in this one. So yeah, good credit to the Steelers. Good credit to them. They came into Seattle and they got the job done. Plus, they needed this game to help them with their playoffs chances. So, as well, thank you Seahawks. You clinched the Rams. You put the Rams in the playoffs. So thank you, Pittsburgh. Me looking at Seattle here. Not a bad performance out of them. Geno Smith, 23 for 33 and a touchdown. Dude, the Steelers, like I said, the Steelers defense might have not shown in nothing in the stats, but it did really good. The rushing, they held the rushing to pretty bad. DK Metcalf only 5 for 106. I mean, DK had a good outing, but besides that, I don't think really anyone was effective. And then their defense, I mean, both defenses kind of performed the same, so I can't really say about it. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that Steelers won. I mean, this was a really good game to watch, but I'm happy that the Steelers won. I'm happy that was wrong. All right, next up we have the Chargers at the Broncos. I mean, this will be a quick one. Chargers, my God. I mean, you scored 9 points. You couldn't even score a touchdown. It's another F here, guys. It's another F. Denver, I'm gonna give you guys a D. I don't think the Broncos really performed at all in this game. I think this game was horrible. Anyway, just looking at the game itself, I mean, I can just talk about both teams at the same time. Both defenses basically did all the work while both offenses couldn't do a damn thing. I mean, this game was just terrible. It was boring to watch. I only watched like the first quarter of this game because I was so bad. I mean, this game was just atrocious. It was just atrocious performance out of both teams, but at least Denver got the job done. So that's all that matters. At least I got the big Ray. All right, after that, we had the Bengals at the Chiefs. I don't know, man. I think the Bengals do get a C tier. They forced the Bengals. Chiefs, I'm still giving you guys a B. I'm still not seeing that consistent performance out of the Kansas City Chiefs, which does kind of concern me. Just give credit to the Bengals. They hung around with them. Joe Mixon only with 21 for 65. Chiefs defense did a pretty good job there. Chiefs defense also did a pretty good job of containing the receiving down there in the secondary. But and the Bengals defense was also Bengals defense did have a big impact in this one. But it's just unfortunate that the Bengals lost. Like I was rooting for the Bengals. I picked the Chiefs, but I was rooting for the Bengals. Meanwhile, looking at Patrick Mahomes in this Kansas City Chiefs. Once again, not the best performance, but who had a good performance? Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice also had a really good performance in this one. Their defense, 6 sacks, especially in the at the end of the game. Chiefs defense did what they needed to do to win the game. So this game overall, it was fun. It was very entertaining, but it's just that Kansas City won the game. I mean, that's all it is. All right, ending off with the last game of the day with the Packers at the Vikings, and yeah, I mean. This game was just no effort. It was just no effort from the Vikings. It was a atrocious performance out of the Minnesota Vikings. And like Vikings, let's just say it like this. This is the most pathetic, embarrassing performance on national TV on prime time. I mean, this shit was bad. I mean, it was bad. It was good. It was embarrassing. Come on, you can't perform like that when you have a chance to make the playoffs. And I know you're not out of the playoffs still, but my God, that was embarrassing. I mean, there's just nothing to look at here for the Vikings. I mean, their defense got smacked. Their offense couldn't move the ball for anything. I mean, this game was just bad. Meanwhile, look at the Packers, who just completely destroyed them and then kicked asses for the second time this year. Jordan Love, 3 touchdown game. Aaron Jones had a good game. Green Bay's receiving was very effective in this one. Minnesota just turns over the ball a bunch. Just look at Green Bay's defense made a big impact. But yeah, that's it. All right, and that is my Week 17 NFL reactions. Make sure you guys do like, subscribe, and I'm gonna hop this off so I can get this thing edited. So you guys watching on time. This is Big here, sign up on nation.com. Peace out. See ya.